They may not be very long calls, but we believe that consistency is actually what's important. There's so much that's happening so fast that we want to make sure that we are updating you guys in real time. And we get so many questions, concerns that come in to our investor relations email. So we think it's good while things are happening in such rapid succession that we touch base with you. If we ever have a call like we're having today and we don't address some of the questions that you guys have sent over, please do continue to send them to the email address. We do read all of them and we try to make sure we address them. But today's Sunday, March 14th, and I want to talk a little bit about some of the really exciting stuff that is setting Minerco apart in the psilocybin market. And while we might be one of the newest companies to foray into the public market in the psychedelic space, we are already amongst the top performers in the industry at large. How? You may ask. I'm going to get into all of that, but primarily we've achieved this by accomplishing some of the significant goals that we set last year, and we've done that before the end of the first quarter. So let me get into some of that right off the top. First, we are nearing the production of our own micro-dosing tablets. What I mean by that is that we have announced that we purchased manufacturing equipment that puts Minerco at the forefront of producing microdose tablets that contain psilocybin. The equipment is housed and operates out of the company's Jamaica facility. Hey, tech guy, can you put up that list of equipment that we have so I could talk a little bit about it? The machines that we it might pop up there. Okay, here we go. The machines that we are working on are currently being customized so that they can put out 1 million tablets per day. The tablets will be 1/10 of a gram of a dose, which represents half of the recommended dose for a microdose. A low dose is approximately 1 gram of psilocybin. In contrast, a macro dose is about 5 grams. So you can see how a very small quantity of just 1/10 of a gram would be enough for users to experience the benefits of a psilocybin without the trip. And I'm making air quotes, but I need to keep this paper up on the screen right now. Our tablets will be available in 30 count bottles. So the equipment that we have the S&JP 1200, the automatic capsule filling machine. We have the capping machine. We have an automatic labeling machine. We have a semi-automatic capsule counting machine and the ultra-fine automatic power grinder machine, which supports 500G to 1500G. You can take that down, IT. It's important for you guys to see that there's been a lot of questions about why can't we see them? Why don't you have actual photos up of them? Because we are in the customizing process, so we can make sure that they work for what we want them to do. Microdosing, as we all know, is gaining popularity both in the mental health fields as clinicians and researchers explore the connection between the microdosing and reduced anxiety and depression in professional circles, especially also PTSD. But more and more high-powered professionals are microdosing psilocybin just as a boost of creativity and job performance. It's really why Minerco does what it does. We are a feel-good company, and we focus on things that make people feel good. It's common knowledge that Steve Jobs himself used this practice in his regimen. We all know what he's capable of. I'm talking to you on a MacBook Pro right now. We will keep our shareholders, each one of you, updated on the imminent start date of our own production. The tablets will be available only in cities and countries and geographical regions in which psilocybin has been decriminalized. Minerco will be offering a product line of non-psychedelic mushroom products containing lion's mane and chaga, I hope I'm saying that right, for areas where psychedelics have not been prescribed. I think that it's important to note that We are in partnership with a cannabis licensed entity in Portland, Jamaica. And we are working right now with some of their products to get out. But I'll circle back to that. Okay, put a pin in that. The Shrew coin. This has been incredibly exciting, everyone. As we predicted on March 1st, 2021, the company launched the Shrew coin token, which has been an innovative game changer affecting both psilocybin and the cannabis markets. And it's the first of its kind in the blockchain space. The company saw just about 2,000 customers purchasing coins within the first 2 weeks of launching the Shrew coin. I mean, this is exciting because we were not really talking about revenue until August, but we're out there right now, and it seems to be that people are gravitating towards it. The Shrew coin really serves as a payment gateway, both for cannabis and psilocybin products, which relieves some of the obstacles that sellers of these products face because of their federal Schedule I classification. Shrew coins can be purchased using your major credit cards, such as Visa or MasterCard. And Shrew is actually its actual currency, which is a tethered coin that is backed by Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin. We're really pleased at the activity we've seen with the Shrew coin to date. And for those of you who are interested in purchasing the Shrew coin, you can do that by going to shrewcoin.com or go to the application through Shrew Pay, where credit cards are an option for payment. Please keep in mind that we are in the process of Shrew Pay, and that will contain APIs to interface with outside payment apps, such as PayPal and Cash App for purchases related to psilocybin. Having Shrew will available allows you guys as customers to purchase products with discretion while ensuring producers and retailers have an effective and safe way to undergo financial transactions. We are moving into blockchain, and this is unique for the psychedelic space. It's beneficial to achieve the tether coin status, as other coins are being presented as assets on company balance sheets, and the funds will be sitting in escrow until cash. The company has hired a national renowned marketing agency to create and execute a national campaign promoting the Shrew coin token. The company is also in talks with major dispensaries in those areas where it is legal to tender to integrate shrewcoin.com into their point of sale operations. So, we're very, very, very excited. We really hope that you guys participate in the Shrew coin. There have been a lot of questions about Wilco that we have been, the acquisition of Wilco that we've been fielding. The company reported today, actually, that it expects to complete the Wilco acquisition. Wilco is a white labeling CBD company, and that we should wrap that up this week. The acquisition is expected to result in an immediate gain of over $2 million in revenues for the company. This will allow us to expand into the CBD market, which is expected to reach a worth of $23.6 billion by 2025. What's also very important to us is Wilco is ISO 9001 approved, 9001 approved. This acquisition will allow us to become vertically integrated into two very separate, but obviously very closely related markets. The company's ability to fill our microdose orders with their own product using the newly purchased microdosing tablet machine allows us to begin making an immediate profit while the potential of the 7 billion psychedelic industry is realized. We are one of the first companies to do this. So, we're able to really bottle for ourselves, but we're really going to be moving into the space of bottling for other growers as well. I would be remiss if I did not stress how excited we are about the fact that we have lived up to our goals of debt retirement. As identified last quarter, for this quarter's goals, we wanted to retire debts that had been accrued by the previous ownership. We're pleased to announce that we our management team has completed a debt settlement with EROP Capital and made the corporate decision to retire 473 million shares back to its treasury, which is now updated in our financials on OTC markets. I cannot stress enough, please, one of the first places you can go to see what our financials are on OTC markets. We keep those up to date. We're looking forward to launching a stronger company with a very clean balance sheet. So, there's been a lot going on over the last 2 weeks, especially over the decriminalization of psilocybin. Denver, Colorado was the first to decriminalize psilocybin in 2019. And since then, the move to decriminalize has been slowly yet impactfully popping up in different pockets around. In June 2019, Oakland, California also decriminalized. Santa Cruz followed suit in January, and in September, the city of Ann Arbor, Michigan decriminalized psilocybin and psychedelic plants. We're currently in the process of identifying a space in Ann Arbor for us to do some work stateside. So any of you people out there in the Ann Arbor area, if you have properties or know of properties for us, please, again, email us. We are actively doing that, and it's a priority for us. In November 2020, voters passed the Oregon Ballot Measure 109, making Oregon the first state to decriminalize the psilocybin and also legalize it for therapeutic use. So, I think for us, we're keeping a very close eye on what's happening in New York and New Jersey, because that will be a game changer for us. It's our intention to focus on deploying business in these cities across the US and eventually opening up storefronts in each one so people can access safe, reliable psilocybin products. In Jamaica, as it's completely legal to source, manufacture, and sell psilocybin in the country, is obviously why we are headquartered there. The country has also had a really deep historical root in the psilocybin use, which is why we have actually Grammy-nominated singer Sean Kingston as one of our first celebrity ambassadors. He was planning on joining us today. He is in Los Angeles for the Grammys that are happening today. That being said, please check out his Instagram at 5:30 Pacific Standard Time, where Sean Kingston will be going live to shout out Minerco and really talk about all the work that we're doing here. We're really trying to make sure that we use our ambassadors in ways that have mass appeal. So he will be shouting out on Grammy Day from the Grammys. Some of the other questions that we've been fielding, I really want to address is a lot of people are asking about the property down in Jamaica. Well, we all know what happened last year with travel, and many of us were not able to travel and, visit Jamaica as often as we wanted to renovate our property down there. But we are back at it now. Yes, it is true. We do have 12 acres down there. Now, we do not need that much space. We actually are pulling together a container farm. It's like a container workshop. You can see our schematic here on what that looks like. You'll see that we have mushroom units to really grow, and we actually have office space and production. This is this layout really, it gives us the ability to expand, and it's actually more mobile than you would actually believe. So you can take that schematic down, but I wanted to share with you what the space is going to fully look like. So it's important to note with what we are doing now. People have asked, are you in production? Are things going? We have, as I mentioned at the top and then said I would bring back up later, we are in partnership with cannabis licensed entities in Portland, Jamaica. And we are partnering with local growers specific to our Minerco's needs. So not only can we work with them, but we will be buying their wholesale product and putting them through our equipment while we are growing our own. It's really important for us to start letting you know, and I know when we have the more appropriate talking heads back on screen next week, that we are starting to field offtake agreements. So from Jamaica, we are gearing up to export to Canada and Brazil, and more places are coming very soon. So I just wanted to do my best. Again, communications, but I'm not really the person you usually see here speaking. I'm overjoyed to be a part of Minerco. I will tell you myself, I battled cervical cancer, and these products have already put me in a feel-good space. So I'm just overjoyed to be at a company that is all about feeling good. And I'm doing it, I believe, a natural, holistic way. I think that, you know, sometimes we have to walk a really fine line as a company. You know, there's so much that's happening in the mental health and medicinal space for all of the products that we have, cannabis, psilocybin, and very soon CBD. But I don't want us to get pigeonholed into being a medicinal corporation. We are that, but we're also just a feel-good company. Again, that's why we like touching base with you once a week. We want everyone to start getting to know us, feel more comfortable with us, and start to feel and sharing the good vibes that we do. So I know our CEO, Julius Jenge, is here. Julius, did you solve your, so I'm getting applause from some people. Who is that? Kramer Snugs, thank you guys, I see you. Thank you so much for applauding. I hope that gives you, you know, again, this is what we love. We really want to build this family. Again, I'm giving you my own personal words. If you guys have, if you have questions and concerns, again, I'm not the best at fielding a lot of these, but we will do our best to try to address them every week. Again, we commit to being here every week. And if the more knowledgeable talking heads aren't here to do it, you will get me. And then that's a commitment I'm making to you. And I've already learned that you guys know how to find us. So Julius, I am going to toss it to you, our CEO, Julius Jenge, to say a few words. Please go ahead. Still on mute. Julius, are you there? Oh, well, I know he was there waving. All right. If we can't get him, I will make sure he's here and available next week. So again, guys, thank you so much. Thank you for the applause, Kramer. Oh, wait, I'm getting a wait. No, wait. All right. Hold on one moment. Julius, connecting to audio, I see. He did not connect to audio. Okay. Hold on one moment, you guys. Let's get this figured out. Julius, we can hear you. No? He should have just maybe called in. I really wanted our CEO to address you guys and some of the other additional questions. IT guy, are there any questions in the chat that while Julius is chiming in that we can go with?
No questions at this time.
Oh, okay. I don't see any, hold on. Okay, I'm getting a note that we need to close it out, so I will see you guys next week. All right, guys, thank you so much.